Hello, everybody. Anybody out there? Hello, hello. Come on in. Come on in. Let's see if it sent it out or if it did not. And for some reason, hello. Anybody out there getting the notification? Hopefully. Yep, notification went out, I can tell. All right, beautiful. So, how is everybody today? Oh, Wanda. Oh, about Miss Wanda West? What did she say? Do I need to read it word for word? Or do I just need to tell you what my thoughts were on it? The gist is almost 100 days later, Wanda West actually put out a statement, a written statement, in regards to how she's so distraught over the boys and so forth, and she doesn't understand. And to me, the statement makes no sense whatsoever. Yeah, and just so y'all know, if you want to see the complete of what she stated, it is on our Facebook page, AV News Crew page, or AV News Crew. You know, it's just, to me, all right. So to me, the gist of it is, the horrible part is, it's about 90 something days past when they should have put out a statement about how they feel about these boys. You know? I mean, there's no reason that they couldn't have came forward. There's no reason they couldn't go out and search. There's no reason they could not get the media involved. As you all know, within a couple days of the boys going missing, Jamal Watkins was live on a CNN show. So there is no reason they couldn't have brought it to the world's attention that day that the boys were missing. My guess, yeah, seriously, my guess is they're feeling pressure because Cal City's not on the case anymore. Okay, they're on it, but they're not in charge of it. Okay, Bakersfield is in charge now, and they have a very large law enforcement entity there. Plus, they got the sheriffs. Plus, they got the AV, the DA's office out there, the Kern County DA, they, FBI. Come on, they got a lot of law enforcement involved in this, and well, no, the Jamal Watkins is pretty deep in politics. I'm going to say that straight up. Maybe I'll get another notification from him, another threatening notification. But that's okay, because I think we worked that portion out. Because I can't be blamed for what his family has done. His family did this. Not mine, not yours. Jamal Watkins' family did this. Wanda West's family did this. Jacqueline and Trezell. They, I know the family knows. You can feel it. It stinks. It smells like rotten sewage.
Yep.
I'm going to try and put her back up here. We're going to have to go for a ride, folks. Because I can't go home right away because I got you all on here. Who thinks Boss Lady should take you on the musical road in a 4-wheel drive? Oh, she just kicked her neck, folks. Well, hold on. I got to get the other phone out so I can read some of this stuff. You know, I have eye issues, folks, so I can't really see the comments. And I have to wear 2 different sets of glasses because my peripheral vision was shot out from my earlier illnesses. Yep, I'm going to turn down it so I don't have to hear that weird voice come back at me. All right, where is it? No, who said something about Jamal writing it? He probably did write it. That don't matter. You know, the fact is, you know, it's been a long time. The boys are still missing. And I think when missing kids come up, I think what they should do, especially if the people know where they're at and they hide it, I think what they should do is they should give the individuals more time for each day that the children or adults are missing. And we'll see how long people, you know, how many people continue to kidnap and do horrible things to people. Yes, for people asking about who Jamal Watkins is Trezel's brother. And he's one of the VPs for NAACP, and he's also involved in the Democratic Party pretty heavily. He's involved enough to where he sits on panels on CNN discussing politics and other networks. And that's what kind of perturbed me in the beginning, was the fact that the family has the power of the... Whoa! Oh, you guys, did y'all just get sick? Y'all just jumped out of the thing over here. I know y'all just did a flip. But Jamal Watkins has a lot of power. He really does. You know, I don't know what the extent of the power of the rest of the family is. But, you know, from my understanding from Mr. Watkins himself, from Jamal, he has been out of state since basically the pandemic started. He has been in Washington, D.C. So the only thing with Jamal, the only thing that upset me about that man is that maybe he knows, maybe he doesn't, but we know he was in another state, but he could have got this on too. Oh, you're going fast. Oh, wow.
I didn't get here.
You want to go to the A?
I can't go that far. That's when I need gas for lights on.
Oh, boy.
And in this beast, I'm not running out.
Okay.
So, sorry, y'all.
They said tell you to go slow.
Oh,
can't turn there, huh?
No, yes I can. I'm gonna turn right.
That it is kind of cool, you know, the musical road. But wow, slow down. What's your hurry? Babe?
It looks fast on there, but
No, because it was playing fast.
oh,
We got big tires.
yeah, so sorry.
Yeah, you know, my thought is the pressure is on, you know. I'm hoping they do feel the pressure. I hope somebody cracks, you know. I saw where somebody said that it sounded like Jacqueline was on some other channel on YouTube the other night talking, but I couldn't find out where it was. So we just, you know, let that one go. Because we want facts. You know, if we go over the facts, folks, the fact is they called it in on the 21st of December, but, and it was in the evening time. But is that actually a true fact? I don't think so. Next fact. He did get in his van after he searched in the house for, I think, 48 or 49 seconds. Okay? He got in the house and drove 6 minutes around the block. That's a fact. Then he came home. He sat another 10 or 11 minutes before they called 911. What was going on in that time frame? That's not discussed. It probably won't be discussed. That's a fact. The next fact is that I know of, law enforcement showed up, they searched, law enforcement stated, appears to be foul play and very suspicious. Okay? That came out of California City Police Department. That's a fact. The next fact, let's go through some facts. When they looked in the field on the side of the house, there were no shoe prints or footprints from toddlers. My guess, the only footprints that were there were actually from Trezell and law enforcement, and maybe Jacqueline. Another fact was stated that the only way they could have possibly left that location is with an adult's help, because they did not walk out of that location. And that would be why, that would be part of the reason why the scent goes cold. You know? And then, so you got that. Then you got the FBI that comes, you got all the different law enforcement entities that come. You have CSI that comes, and the fact is they pulled a few extremely large bags of what could have been possibly evidence to take it to have it tested. And that was actually confirmed by a CSI individual that day that stated she was CSI. I said, so if CSI's here, that means this is a possible crime scene. She said, yes, sir. So that made that place a crime scene as of that day. That was the first day that Bakersfield PD showed up and took evidence out of that home. Okay? I'm actually throwing all I'm throwing all the cards out there right now, folks, so listen up, because I haven't said a lot of this. Okay, another fact. Yes, neighbor Mike had footage showing that location. It showed children get into the car, but it was too grainy to tell who the children were. Okay, but that shows that children got into that vehicle. Then we go to directly across the street. Okay, by where they park their van normally. Okay, even if the door cam was on, it would have caught the guard by the gate, but it would not have caught anybody putting any children in that van, because you would not be able to see the children because of the angle. Because the van is a 15 passenger, it's a large van, it's a cargo van, and it had tinted windows. All right, everybody, hit that thumbs up. Come on now. We got 176 in here, and we only got 78 thumbs up. You know, then so we get to the point to where, in a true, see, and that, okay, I see somewhere where, I'm going to go off track for 1 second, folks. Wanda said the 4 boys are with the FBI in protective custody, not CPS. Now, the only reason I could think that the boys are in protective custody with the FBI is due to the fact that Jamal Watkins and his pool out in the community, and especially in Washington, D.C. And my understanding, what we were told in the beginning, was they were taken by Children's Services, not by the FBI. Oh, there we go. Now we're up there. Well, there has been, okay, the fact, okay. We don't know for sure. Nobody knows 100% if those children made it to Cal City or they didn't. We're going off straight facts, what was said by different entities. You know, another fact is, while Jamal Watkins was live talking about President Trump at the time, I actually went on there and commented that we had some questions about his nephews that were missing. And guess what? Never got answered. But after that is when I got the emails from him about FBI involvement at my home. Because I had people making threatening comments to them. I never had anybody do
them.
What? Is it a question? What is it? I'll yell it out.
I love my freedom. How are you? Yeah. No, she said walk inside. Keep getting cooked again. And then we're doing below.
Huh?
Did you read that one?
The one about the boys and the West Bend. Yeah, I'll discuss that one.
Yes, that was true. That she was told. It was stated that Miss Ryan was told that if she did complete everything they asked of her, that she would have her kids returned back to her. Hi, Stacy. How are you? Leadfoot. Yes.
All right. So, I read a question a minute ago about the West family of, when I first got on the case, okay, I was looking at all options. But as time went by, and then you see the reaction from their family, and you see that the way they acted, you see the way Jacqueline and Trezell acted. Yes, I asked myself different questions, and I looked at, how it looks. It looks like the West family. It looks like Jacqueline and Trezell did something to those children. Okay, I'm gonna say it right now. If you don't like it, you don't have to. But I'm gonna say it. To me, it looks like they did something to them babies. And then the other horrible part is it looks as though possibly their families helped covering it up. And I mean, just go back and look at everything. I mean, come on. Open your mind. Go back. Look at it from day one. Look at the fact of everything that's happened since day one. Look at the fact of how they've reacted. Look at the fact how the complete, hey, in a way, the only person I've seen compassion come from on the adoptive side, I know some of you are going to say, bad, but I actually saw compassion come from Jamal Watkins. I'm not going to release his text messages because that was done in confidentiality, but I've actually seen what appears to be compassion come from that man. And from the rest of the family, hey, that family could have been boots on the ground. They could have been helping. And the public would have looked at them different if they would have got up, got off their hind ends, and went out there and helped. Just like, the Bio family. Look, there's Bio family members that are out there busting their hump. They say the adoptive parents say, oh, they're your children. Then you know what? Hey, I got something to say to that one. Darn well act like it. Get off your arse and get out there and do something. Not only that, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, and have Brandon grab that. I mean, and if they're so concerned, where is the picture of the boys? Where are the pictures?
You want to keep this so you can see it or no?
Nah. I don't know. One thing that I know Jamal has to worry about with this case also is he has to worry because of his career. Depending on the outcome of this case, it could ruin his career. Oh, Roro, I mean, come on now. Roro's on top. You know, I said it before. If it was my kids, oh my Lord, we would have an issue. You know, my youngest is almost 16, over 200 pounds, and 6'2", 6'3", and I worry to death over that boy. But then we'll go back. Okay, folks, we'll go back a little ways where we were at. You know, they searched the house, okay, the feds, but we'll go back a little ways. We'll go to that kind of that time period where the fact is the Jacqueline and Trezel's interview was one of the weirdest interviews I've ever seen. It speaks a lot. And you just look at that and it tells you a lot. But then you go past that. Then remember, they searched the house again. They were digging in the backyard. It sounded like they were knocking walls down inside the home. You know, law enforcement did not go through and do all that for no reason. They had good reason to go in and search. They don't just go out and tear people's houses up like that for no reason, especially with the FBI. Sorry. The cops did have their phones. They did have all their tech for a while. But, I'm sorry, but you could go to the local store and buy a phone and turn it on. But they haven't done any of that. It's been almost, I think Wednesday will make 100 days, folks. But they keep digging into the West family for a reason. There is a reason. I mean, it's very suspicious. If it's 30 or 40 degrees outside, why in the world would you even say that you put your kids in the backyard to play? Yeah, well, there's so many different. Oh, my phone's getting hot. Hold on, folks. Yeah, it's getting hot. I'm gonna have to chill it out for a minute. Oh, hold on. Why? There we go. We're back. Okay. I mean, I know they have. Okay, I know law enforcement does have what's said to be circumstantial evidence. Okay. But with a case like this, you don't just throw a case away like this. You have to keep going till you have it wrapped solid. What's up, Chris Thorne? How you doing, man? And by the way, hello everybody. How's everybody's Sunday doing? But I think it's gonna all wrap up sooner than later. I think somebody's finally gonna break. Somebody's gonna crack. Right now, I am sitting in front of my home. That's why I'm facing the camera the opposite direction. I'm sitting out here talking to y'all before I go in the house. Because I know when I go in the house, I'm going to have my little puppy dogs that are going to go crazy, and there's no way I'm going to be able to be on here. But for anybody that wants to read what the family released, it is online. It's on our AV News Crew page. Chris Thorne, I don't know if you got it yet, but you do know Wanda West, the family released a statement in regards to how she's feeling. And my honest opinion is it's BS. Because when I've only been out to Bakersfield a couple times, but when I did go there, I mean, come on, I had people from inside that house that were barking at me, hooting like owls, opening the door, shutting the door. This is at nighttime. And yeah, Chris, go on AV News Crew on Facebook, and you'll be able to pull up her whole statement. Hey Chris, if you go on Facebook right now, you can grab the whole thing. It's on there word for word. I copied and pasted the whole page, so they can't pull no BS. No, I didn't know she put up new ones. But I will go see if I can find some newer ones, because if I can find some newer ones, I'll definitely add them up. I'll put them up. Wanda is elderly. But, yeah. And, I mean, to let you know, Jamal Watkins, when we sent him, yes, the Chris Thorne show, that's it, that's correct. When we sent him friends requests, you have to be vetted to be able to be a friend of his on Facebook or anywhere. Yeah, it's on the Medium app. That's right. You know, yeah, hey. My honest opinion, my personal opinion, not the newspaper, not our newspapers, but my personal opinion is that statement was done for one reason. Because it's coming up on 100 days. Not only is it coming up on 100 days, but I'm sure the family is feeling the heat from all sides. Yes, yes. That one right there. Who just stated that? I can't read it. But about Walker's statement about the kids being taken into protective custody. Yes, he did state that the kids were taken into protective custody due to the fact of the nature that it's suspicious, very suspicious, and it looks as to be foul play. So the kids definitely would be taken in to protective custody through DCFS. Well, folks, I know we're having a mighty fine one, but I'm going to go in because I've been gone all day. I was supposed to go one place this morning and come home, and we just got home. But I'm going to go in for a little while, and then as it cools off out here, I'll come back on, and we'll go do some driving around, and we'll discuss the case, and we'll discuss this case from front to rear. For anybody that's just coming on, Wanda West made a statement, a written statement. It's supposed to be her statement. And right there, Love My Freedom just put up the Facebook page. You can go read the complete statement. And we will come back on later and discuss it. But I do have to go in and do a few things. I got to check on Mom and Dad here because my mother-in-law and father-in-law live with us, and check on my little foster kid that's only 6'2", 200 plus pounds. Then everybody bickers who stays home with them to take care of them. But everybody, I gotta say it. Have a blessed one. I'm not going to say have a blessed day. I will say hi to JJ. He's inside. I got to fix the vehicle that he's been using because it wound up with a flat tire, so I got to take that tomorrow and get that done. Uh-oh, somebody just reminded me too. I got to make cornbread to go with the frijoles I made. No, I don't believe Wanda West wrote that. But for one reason, because if you go back and read the other statements they made, it basically sounds almost the same. And all the grammar is basically the same. We will be back on probably in an hour or two, folks, with another live. So stay tuned. We will be back, and we'll have plenty of time to discuss all this. And everyone have a blessed one. Mods, thank you. The statement, you can go to the statement. It's on AV News Crew on Facebook. You can go over there and find the statement. We put it up this morning. You can go read the statement from front to rear. Everybody have a blessed one. We'll talk to you all soon. Thank you, mods. We'll be back.